Night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums. T-U-M-S. Tums, famous quick relief for acid indigestion, presents A Date with Judy. Ladies and gentlemen, Louise Erickson is taking a well-earned vacation this week, and we are very fortunate in having with us tonight the lovely MGM star, Miss Jane Powell, who is going to play Judy in the picture A Date with Judy.
Hello?
Hello, Judy. This is Hooky.
Oh, hello, Oogie.
Judy, do you realize that every day we're getting a day older?
Well, that's logical, Oogie.
Yeah, but do you realize that pretty soon, before you know it, we'll be old enough to wed?
Oh, Oogie. Well, I'd better get busy.
You mean you've got to hurry up and learn to cook and darn and stuff like that?
No, I mean that there's no time like the present to acquire a past to look forward to in the future.
Well, that's Judy, folks. Judy Foster, the lovable teenage girl who is close to all our hearts. Your date with her each Tuesday is arranged by the makers of Tums, famous quick relief for acid indigestion. Friends, in the good old summertime, you want to go places, and you don't want acid indigestion to spoil your fun. So before you travel by car, by plane, by bus, by train, always buy Tums and enjoy your trip. Because taken at the first hint of heartburn, 1 or 2 Tums almost instantly neutralize troublesome excess acid, soothe and settle your stomach, bring the sweet relief you want. No soda in Tums, no water-soluble alkalis. So with Tums, there's no danger of over-alkalizing your stomach, no risk of acid rebound. Never over-alkalize, always neutralize excess acidity with Tums. Still only 10 cents a roll, 3-roll package a quarter, all drugstores. Ask for Tums. T-U-M-S. Genuine Tums for the tummy. Well, it's dinner time at the Fosters, and Judy, her mother, and her kid brother Randolph are at the dinner table. So is Judy's gentleman friend, Oogie Pringle.
Oh, you sure make wonderful coconut cake, Mrs. Foster.
Well, thank you, Oogie. Would your cat have another piece?
Well, I guess I shouldn't.
Oh, go on. This is only your third.
My third, Randolph?
By actual count.
Oh, all right, Mrs. Foster. I'll have another piece.
All right, Oogie.
Mother, could I help you with the dishes after dinner?
Why, Judy, what's come over you?
Well, I just thought with Father being out of town and not being here to help you.
Why, Judy, your father never helps me with the dishes.
Well, he might if you were here. Anyhow, a guest for dinner.
Oh, don't regard me as a guest, Judy.
Well, regardless of the fact that you may not be exactly a guest, Oogie, you do contribute to the necessity of washing dishes. And so I'd be glad to help you, Mother.
Oh, my goodness, you took the washing off the line this morning without being asked. And you cleaned your closet this afternoon. Why are you being so nice to me, Judy?
She wants you to let her go to Mandolin Lake for 2 weeks.
Randolph!
Oh, so that's it. You're working on me for permission.
My father's out of town. She thought you'd be softer.
Randolph, really. There are times when you are not my favorite brother.
Well, now I'm beginning to understand.
Oh, Mother, everybody who's anybody will be at Mandolin Lake. Everybody's going. Just everybody.
You mean Oogie's going?
She means I'm being took.
You see, Mother. Well, Mother, his parents are anxious for him to go.
Yeah, they're making me.
Whether he wants to or not. Whether he wants to or not, it doesn't make any difference. It's just because it's helpful. Because it'll do him good.
Because it'll get him away from Judy for a couple of weeks.
Oh, no, Randolph. My parents think very highly of Judy. My father often looks at me and says, Judy must have a very kind nature.
Oh, Oogie. Oogie, what'll I do for 2 whole weeks without you?
Oh, what'll I do without you up at Mandolin Lake?
Swim, boat, fish, play tennis, go on hikes, dance, and go to the movies.
Yeah, but all the rest of the time I'll just be sitting around and wishing I were with Judy.
Mother, couldn't I go, please?
I'm sorry, dear, no. We're all taking a vacation when your father gets home from his business trip.
But an additional one would do me so much good. Well, it's not only on account of Oogie being there, it's on account of my health.
What's the matter with your health?
Well, I'm not well. I'm not very well. Well, for one thing, I don't sleep very well.
Only 10 hours a night.
Well, honestly, Mother, I feel absolutely disintegrated. And a 2 weeks vacation now would do me a lot of good.
No, Judy.
Mrs. Pringle would chaperone me. She said she would.
Under pressure.
No, Judy.
Please, Mrs. Foster?
No, Oogie.
Oh, Mother, I think it's so cruel. Just when I hope to get away from it all.
From all what?
From all this. The life I lead.
Yes, you lead a very hard life, Judy.
But I need a change.
Oh, I wouldn't want you to change, dear. I like you just as you are.
Oh, Mother.
Oh, Pot.
Oh, brother.
And then, Judy, she bought the most beautiful chapeau. That's a hat from Paris that I've ever seen.
Oh, imagine.
If you two ladies would stop talking and eat your lunch, we might get to the theater before the show is over.
Well, I'm almost finished. How about you, Mitzi?
I'm practically completed. Gee, Judy, it sure was nice of your mother to let you treat me to the matinee this afternoon.
That would have been very nice of her, Mitzi, if she hadn't made me take a certain boy, who shall be nameless.
That certain boy would much rather have gone to the triple horror bill at the Bijou. Though from what I hear about this stock company, it's going to be a quadruple horror.
Why, Randolph, you ought to consider this an honor. Just imagine a young boy like you escorting two glamorous women to a stage play.
Just imagine.
And I understand it's a super play. Dwight Sheldon's the lead, and he's the most gorgeous man.
For some reason, gorgeous men don't seem to interest me.
Well, I probably won't even enjoy it. I don't see how I can.
Why not, Judy?
Because my mother won't let me go to Mandolin Lake.
She won't? She's utterly definite in her decision?
Definitely.
Oh, Judy, I didn't know.
Mother just won't try and understand.
Parents are the weirdest people. Believe me, if ever I have children, the very first thing I'm going to do is try to understand them.
If you ever have children, the whole world will probably work hard to try to understand them.
Randolph! Randolph, please don't speak that way to my most bosom friend. And practically the only person who understands me.
Forgive me, Mitzi.
You're forgiven, Randolph. Well, gee, I'm sorry you can't go, Judy. I was hoping it would work out for your sake and Oogie's.
I'm quietly dying. 2 whole weeks without Oogie.
It's cruel. The whole time he's up there, he'll be exposed to the charms and blandishments of other women.
Oh, Mitzi.
Oh, I didn't mean to worry you, Judy. But it is true that a man is most susceptible to charms and blandishments of other women on a summer vacation.
Oh, Mitzi, what'll I do? I'll have no way of knowing what's really going on up there while he's gone.
Well, don't worry, Judy. I'll lend Oogie my candid camera, and he can keep taking pictures of himself every time a girl tosses a blandishment at him.
Oh, you know, by the way, candid cameras are what fixed Joe Riley.
Well, what's Joe Riley got to do with it?
Well, Joe Riley was Matilda Graham's terrific romance. She was mad about him, but he didn't reciprocate. He said he was married to his candid camera. Well, she was just all broken up, and her parents felt very sorry. So she had to be sent to Cedar Point to forget. And Joe Riley
Wait a minute. What you just said. That's it.
What'd I just say?
Send her away to forget. That's it.
Uh-oh.
Look, Mitzi, what if I had a terrific romance, and then I was jilted? Why, my parents would be sorry for me and send me off to Mandolin Lake to forget, wouldn't they? If it worked with Matilda Graham, why wouldn't it work with me?
Because you don't have the same parents as Matilda Graham.
Gee, maybe it would work.
All I need is to think of somebody to break my heart.
What about Oogie?
No, that wouldn't work. My mother would never send me away to forget about Oogie, especially when he's going to be there.
Gee, that's true. What about Jojo Duran? How about going away to forget him?
The trouble with Jojo is he's too easy to forget.
I know. I hardly ever remember him myself. How about Herbert?
Oh, the thought is horrible.
Oliver Anderson?
No, Mitzi, not Oliver. I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
How about Boris Karloff?
Randolph, this is a very serious matter. Your sister's entire love life may be at stake.
Well, I'll just have to think of somebody to forget.
Yes, and you better think of them quickly so there'll be time before Oogie goes away to have the romance you're supposed to forget.
Oh, look at the time. Randolph, hurry up. You're going to make us late for the matinee.
Oh, women.
I don't love you. I never have loved you. The kindest thing I can do is to end this all. Now.
They're coming to the final love scene now.
I can only hope it's final.
But can't you know how intensely I love you? Doesn't it show in everything I say, everything I do?
You are nothing in my life. Nothing.
Say it isn't true. Say you love me. I've given up everything for you. Everything. My friends, my family. Meeting you in secret all this time. And now you've done with me. You toss me aside like an old shoe. Oh, where are you going?
Out of your life forever. Out of your life. Out of your life.
Right across the street for a short one.
Oh, wasn't the play marvelous?
It was so sad, it was beautiful.
I thought it was a bunch of mush.
Oh, that poor woman in the play has no place to go now but the gutter.
And Dwight Sheldon, he was so Grecian godlike. He was a rat, but he was Grecian godlike.
Gee, what a wonderful man he'd be to forget. Mitzi,
What's the matter?
that's him.
That's who?
That's Mandolin Lake, him, Dwight Sheldon. He's the man I'm going to be sent away to forget.
Why, that would be perfect, Judy.
Yeah, but don't you think it's sort of impractical?
No, he plays tennis every morning at the country club. Edith told me. All I have to do is to meet him. I could go there and fall or something, and he'd have to pick me up. It's done all the times in books. A girl wants to meet a man, so she deliberately trips, and he picks her gently up.
Oh, Judy, that's a perfectly ingenuous idea.
I think it'll work.
Oh, but you have to be disappointed and loved by him, too, don't you?
Oh, that'll come later.
No, it can't come much later. Hooky's going to the lake next week.
Well, I'll attend to the whole thing in the morning.
Boy, what a whirlwind courtship that's going to be.
There he is, Mitzi. And he's all by himself. Oh, he looks even better off the stage than he does on.
Oh, he certainly does. Now, Judy, be careful that when you trip to sprain your ankle, you don't really sprain your ankle. Because then you couldn't possibly go to Mandolin Lake. And that's the whole purpose of your tripping and spraining your ankle.
I'll be careful. Now, do you understand what you're supposed to do?
I think so.
You sort of toss the ball over by the court where he's playing, and I'll run over to retrieve it and collapse just almost in front of him.
Okay. Well, good luck, Judy. Here goes the ball.
Oh, Mitzi, you hit him with it.
Oh, how terrible.
Oh, I'm afraid it knocked him out.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you poor man. Are you all right?
I guess so, though I seem to be a bit dazed.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to hit you.
Oh, let me help you up.
Wait a minute. Take it easy there.
Gee, you're awfully heavy. Well, get his other hand, Mitzi.
Okay. All together now.
Pull. There, you're up. Does your head hurt much, Mr. Sheldon?
Oh, you know me.
Oh, everybody knows you, Mr. Sheldon. I saw you yesterday at the matinee, and you were just wonderful.
Oh, really? Well, thank you very much, Miss...
Foster, Miss Judy Foster, 468 Poplar Street.
And Mr. Sheldon, don't you think it's positively romantic the way you and Judy just met?
The way we...
Yes. You know, just now you got hit on the head with a tennis ball and she rescued you. Oh, I think it's absolutely lyric.
Well, it's rather unusual.
And now that we've met, there's sort of a favor I'd like to ask you.
A favor?
Yes. I know you're a very sympathetic person, Mr. Sheldon, and so I'll be very frank with you. This is the situation.
Yes?
My parents, Mr. and Mrs. Foster, won't let me go to Mandolin Lake next week, and I've just got to go. It's desperate. And I figured the only way they'd let me go is if they think I have to be sent away to forget.
Sent away to forget?
Yes, forget a big, tragic romance. What I want to ask you is this, Mr. Sheldon. Now that we've met in this romantic way, would you?
Would I what? I'm a little dazed, that tennis ball.
Well, what Judy means is, would you mind if she was sent away to forget you?
Me?
Of course. Of course, we don't have to go through the whole tragic romance and everything. Just the forgetting part. I mean, all I'm interested in is just where you throw me over.
But, well, you hardly know me.
Oh, but Mr. Sheldon, I just can't bring myself to forget any of the other dopey boys I know personally. You see, you know what I mean. You see, I like a suave, sophisticated type like you. Oh, to forget, I mean.
Well, thank you very much. I'm really very flattered. I just love being forgotten. I wish more women would do it.
Well, all that's absolutely necessary is that You put in a personal appearance at my house. I mean, a really personal appearance, just so my mother sees me with you. Otherwise, she won't believe you've tossed me into the gutter like the woman in the play.
Why, it sounds like the most fascinating proposal that's ever been made to me.
You'll do it?
Well, all right, as a favor, provided the episode can take place Sunday evening. We have no performances on Sunday.
Oh, Mr. Sheldon, it's just wonderful of you.
And you're going to be such a charming person to forget.
I am?
Oh, yes. Gosh, I almost wish it were I who were going to be kicked into the gutter by you.
You don't have to be able to blow smoke rings to enjoy your favorite cigarette, cigar, or pipe. But you do have to watch out for acid indigestion stealing your smoking pleasure. So night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums. At the first hint of acid upset, slip a couple of tasty Tums in your mouth as you would candy mints. Almost instantly, Tums neutralize the excess acid, calm and settle your stomach, help restore smoking pleasure. Use Tums between smokes, too, to freshen and sweeten breath and mouth. Yes, whatever causes your acid indigestion, over-smoking, overeating, hurry, or worry, there's nothing surer, nothing faster, nothing handier than Tums for sweet relief. Get Tums this very night. Still only 10 cents a roll, 3-roll package a quarter, all drugstores. Say you want Tums. T-U-M-S. Tums for the tummy. And now back to A Date with Judy.
Oh, me. Oh, me.
Randolph, what's the matter with your sister?
She's a girl.
Judy,
Yes, Mother.
what are you doing there at the window making those strange faces?
I'm looking at the moon. It's such a sad, sad moon. I can hardly bear to look at it.
Then close the window.
Oh, Mother. I fear you and I are worlds apart. Simply worlds. You don't seem to understand the meaning of romance.
To think Oogie Pringle can do things like this to a girl.
Oh, it's not Oogie Pringle, Mother.
Well, then, dear, if you're not feeling well, put a cold towel on your head and go to bed.
Really, Mother. I don't wish to be unkind, but you act like you never were subjected to unrequited love.
What?
My.
You too, Randolph.
No, that's true. I never have been subjected to unrequited love.
Judy, what is the matter with you?
Never mind, Mother. I just hope for your sake that you're never cast aside like an old shoe.
Well, for goodness sake.
This is Mitzi. How's it going, Judy?
Oh, fine so far, Mitzi. Wait a minute. Oh, it's all right. Nobody can hear me now. Yes, it's going just fine. I've got Mother simply worried. She really suspects there's a secret romance in my life.
She does?
Yes, I hope so. And now, Mitzi, you remember what you're supposed to do?
Yes, Judy. You've told me 14 times.
Well, I'll tell you again, just in case. Mother will be at the Pringles' house tonight playing bridge. And around, we'll say 9 o'clock, when you think Mr. Sheldon's had plenty of time to get here, you burst in at the Pringles and say, you know something mysterious is going on here at home.
Yes, Judy.
And insist on Mother coming home at once.
Yes, Judy.
All right, you know your part. Now just wish me luck, Mitz.
Good luck, Jude.
Thank you, Mitz. What are you going to do this evening, Mother?
Well, I thought I told you, dear. I'm going to the Pringles to play bridge.
Oh, perhaps you did tell me, but I'm so forgetful these days.
What are you going to do?
Oh, just sit here and read a book, or gaze at the moon, or something.
Have a good time, dear.
Oh, Mr. Sheldon, it was darling of you to come. And now the most absolutely tragic thing has happened.
Oh, really? Now what's wrong?
My mother has gone out. That's the most terrible thing that could happen, because the only reason why you're here is so she can see you with me, and now you're absolutely wasted.
How unfortunate. Shall I go? I dislike being wasted.
Oh, no. No, I have every good reason to believe that she'll be back shortly. In the meantime, let us converse.
What shall we converse about?
Oh, the theater, of course. Being on the stage must be terribly, terribly glamorous and everything.
It has its points.
You know, I always thought that maybe I'd like to go on the stage. Oh, take the play you're in now. You know, I remember every line of it, especially where she melts over the couch and says, "Can't you tell I love you in everything I say?"
That's what's so wearisome. To be loved, 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 and not to love in return.
Oh, you know it, too.
Yes, by coincidence.
Oh, how silly of me. Of course, you'd know every line. You act in it.
That does not always follow.
Well, I was just thinking, perhaps a little later in the evening, perhaps you'd like to run over the whole love scene with me in order to give me practice in case I ever become an actress.
Do I have to?
Well, I'd like you to, Mr. Sheldon. A lot depends on it. Perhaps my entire happiness.
Well, all right, whenever you say.
I'll let you know when.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Foster. Amanda will get us there. It's a good thing I was home.
Yes, it was, Oogie. Mitzi, what sort of mysterious thing is going on?
Well, I can't say exactly, Mrs. Foster. All I know is it's very mysterious and it concerns Judy.
Gosh, I'm worried sick.
Oh, Oogie Pringle, when we get to Judy's house, why don't you just drop us there and then go back home?
Me? Go home when something's wrong with Judy?
Well, I didn't say anything was exactly wrong.
Just mysterious?
Well, yes, in a word.
I wish you'd be more explicit.
Yes, Mitzi, tell us everything you know. Tell us. It's your moral obligation to the two people who mean most to Judy. Her mother and her future husband, perhaps.
I cannot divulge any more than I already have divulged. Suffice it that I am betraying my most bosom friend by squealing on it to her mother and her intended to be.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, thank goodness we're home.
Now, don't worry about a thing, Mrs. Foster. Not a thing.
And that's how I met Oogie Pringle. And now I'll tell you how... Oh, Mr. Sheldon, do you think you heard footsteps just now?
Yes, I think I did. On the porch, perhaps.
Let's do the play now.
This very instant?
Yes, quickly. Can't you tell I love you in everything I say?
That's what's so wearisome. To be loved, 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 and not to love in return.
Say it isn't true. Say you love me.
Oh, Judy.
I've given up everything for you, everything. My friends, my family, meeting you in secret several times. And now that you have done with me, you toss me aside like an old shoe. Where are you going?
Out of your life. Out of your life forever.
What is going on in here?
Why, Mother, where did you come from?
I'll kill him, that's what I'll do. I'll kill him.
Oogie!
Judy, honestly, he insisted on coming with us.
I'll punch him right in the nose. That's what I'll do.
Oogie Pringle, stop it.
Now, keep away from me, young man.
How dare you throw Judy away like an old shoe?
Now, just wait a minute before you get so free with your fists. After all, I can't afford to have my nose ruined.
Oh, no, he can't. Really, he can't. He needs his nose unmarred.
I'll kill him.
Be quiet. I'll take care of this.
No, really, madam.
Dwight! Dwight, my love. Please.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, I guess I'd better be going, Mrs. Foster. It was a pleasure to have met you. Goodbye, Judy.
Farewell, Dwight. Farewell.
Yes, indeed.
I should have known. Yes, I should have known how devil-may-care you were. I should have known all too well.
Quite so. Try and forget me, Judy. Try to forget everything. Au revoir.
Oh.
Judy, for goodness sakes, how long has this been going on?
Oh, Mother, see what you've done.
What I've done?
Yes, you sent him away. You shoved him out of my life. And now I am alone. Alone.
Oh, if your father were only here.
Oh.
You've still got me, Judy.
And me.
But I'm so alone.
Judy?
Yes, Mother.
Did I hear you say something a few days ago about Mandolin Lake?
Yes, But what does that matter now?
Well, I think it would be a wonderful thing for you to go there, dear.
Oh, I don't think that will help my severe heartbreak in any way.
Oh, now, Judy, it'll be the best thing in the world for you.
I'm beyond help.
Well, then, dear, maybe you'd rather go up and stay with Grandma. You always loved her.
Oh, no! No. I mean, I wouldn't want to inflict my sorrow on Grandma. No, if you insist, Mother, I'll go to Mandolin Lake. I'll go. Yes, I'll go.
But, Judy, why didn't you tell me?
Well, how could I, with Mother standing there? I had to make my effect on her.
And to think you did it all for me, in order to be at Mandolin Lake while I'm there.
Yes, just for you. I don't know how you could have seriously believed I was in love with Mr. Sheldon.
Well, your mother believed it.
But you, Hooky, who's supposed to understand me so well, thinking I'd fall in love with a man like Dwight Sheldon. He was just a mere... Well, come to think of it, he wasn't so bad.
You see, Judy?
He really was awfully romantic.
He was a jerk.
Hooky, how can you say such a thing about a man I forgot? How can you say such a thing?
Easily, I'll say it again. He's a jerk.
Hooky Pringle, I never want to speak to you again as long as I live.
But, Judy,
And for your information, Mr. Pringle, I wouldn't go to Mandolin Lake now for anything in the world. Hello?
Judy, this is Oogie. Now, please don't hang up.
Oh, Oogie, I was just going to call you.
You were?
Yes, you've just got to forgive me. I was an evil woman, a very evil woman.
Oh, no, you weren't, Judy.
Yes, I was. Now, don't contradict me, Oogie. You had a perfect right to be jealous, and instead of being thrilled, I was cruel to you.
Oh, Judy, you're the most wonderful woman in the world.
Oh, and Oogie, you're the noblest of men. And we'll forget it ever happened, won't we? We'll go to Mandolin Lake tomorrow and start all over.
Yeah, but Judy...
I'm all packed, Oogie. I was going to surprise you. It'll be like a second, well, practically honeymoon. Aren't you thrilled?
But, Judy, I've been trying to tell you. I'm not going to Mandolin Lake.
You're not going?
No, after our disagreement yesterday, I talked my folks into canceling our reservations until next month so I'd have time to win you back.
Oh, Oogie.
You know, you can't thread a needle in an earthquake, and you can't get to sleep when you've got acid indigestion. So next time you've eaten or smoked too much too late, slip 1 or 2 Tums in your mouth before you slip into bed. Almost instantly, Tums neutralize the sleep-stealing excess acid, relieve annoying heartburn. If acid indigestion is what's keeping you from sleeping, you're on your way to a good night's rest in no time at all. No waking with acid rebound either. Tums contain no soda to over-alkalize your stomach. So get a friendly roll of Tums tonight. No mixing, no stirring with Tums. You don't even need water. Still, only 10 cents a handy roll, 3-roll package a quarter, all drugstores. There are many imitations, but no substitute for Tums. T-U-M-S. Tums for the tummy. A Date with Judy is written by Aline Leslie and stars Louise Erickson as Judy and John Brown as father, with Dix Davis as Randolph and Myra Marsh as mother. Mitzi is played by Sandra Gould and Oogie by Dick Crenna. We are very grateful to Jane Powell for being with us tonight. She appeared through the courtesy of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, makers of the Joe Pasternak Technicolor production, The Unfinished Dance. Music was arranged and played by Gordon Kibbe. The program is produced and directed by Helen Mack. This is Ken Niles inviting you to be with us again next Tuesday at this time to keep your Date with Judy. And remember, night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums. T-U-M-S.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
All right, that concludes the first episode of the night. I hope you all liked it, and take your 5-minute break, and we'll be back then. Yeah. And that concludes our 5-minute break. I hope you liked the music, and let's get to episode 2 of the night. Yay, woo.
Night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums. T-U-M-S. Tums, famous quick relief for acid indigestion, presents A Date with Judy, starring Louise Erickson as Judy and John Brown as Father.
Hello?
Hello, Judy. This is Hooky.
Oh, Oogie, I've got the most exciting news for you.
What?
There's only 47 days, 6 hours, and 13 seconds until school's out.
That's Judy, folks. Judy Foster, the lovable teenage girl who is close to all our hearts. Your date with her each Tuesday is arranged by the makers of Tums, famous quick relief for acid indigestion. You don't have to travel very far to find out that Tums are fast relief for acid indigestion and heartburn. So whether you travel by car, by plane, by bus, or by train, buy Tums first. And when strange food and irregular hours bring on acid upset, just slip 1 or 2 tasty Tums in your mouth, the same as you would candy mints. Almost instantly, Tums neutralize the annoying excess acid, let you travel in comfort. You never know when or where acid indigestion may hit you. So night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums. Still only 10 cents a roll, 3-roll package a quarter, all drugstores. Say you want Tums. T-U-M-S. Tums for the tummy. And now to the Fosters. It's morning. A lovely spring morning to make you dance instead of walk, sing instead of talk. And each of the Fosters greets this morning according to his own special character. Mother, preparing breakfast in the kitchen.
Now I put the eggs in the water. The eggs go in. Plop, plop, plop. 2 minutes for Melvin. Randolph likes some 3. And 4 minutes for Judy. And 5 is right for me.
Randolph doing setting up exercises for the first time in 11 months.
1, 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Judy doing her hair in front of her dressing table mirror.
Judy, you're so lovely. Your hair is sun gold. Your eyes limpid pools of sheer blue. On a morning like this, you are prettier than Tootsie Whiteman. Almost.
And Father coming down to breakfast.
Darn it, somebody left the hall light on all night. Dora, I would like to know who...
Good morning, Melvin, dear.
Good morning. Who left the...
Isn't it a lovely morning?
Yes, it's lovely. Dora, I would like to know who...
Melvin.
Left... What?
Didn't you forget something?
Forget? Tie? Handkerchief? Wallet?
Oh, none of those things.
Well, then... Dora, why are you standing there with your lips stuck out like a duck?
Oh, Melvin.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Now, look, Dora, I would like to know. I would like to know why the hall light was...
Good morning, Mother.
Good morning, son.
And a cheery good morning to you, Sire.
Morning. Look, Randolph, I worked very hard for my money.
Sure, Father. Just stick with it another 10 or 20 years, and then I'll take over.
Now, just a minute.
Isn't this morning sensation, Mother?
Absolutely sensation.
When you two finally finish discussing the weather, there's something I would like to say.
Shoot, Father.
Thank you. When I came down this morning, I found the whole light...
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, dear everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning, my lovely mother.
Good morning, dear.
Good morning, my lovely brother.
Well, that's the first time I've been called anything but gorgeous. Good morning to you, my glamorous sister.
Thank you, gorgeous. And now, my lovely, charming, and distinguished pater, a lovely good morning to you.
Morning.
And what makes my lovely father so unusually cheerful this morning?
Oh, haven't you heard? He found the hall light.
Oh, really? Congratulations, my lovely father. I didn't even know it was missing.
If you can all just restrain your lovely exuberance for a moment, I would like to ask just who it was. Oh!
Methinks me hears the sound of yon doorbell.
Me thinks so, too. And are you lovely, whoever you are?
Hi, everybody.
Oogie, it's lovely, Oogie.
Huh?
Let's all kiss the lovely Oogie good morning.
Well, now, just a minute. I don't think the morning's that lovely. Hey, what's going on?
Mother, you first.
Delighted.
Hey, what? My turn.
What a morning. I love life and I want to live. Give me some men who are... No, give me some women who are stout-hearted women. No, they're too fat for me. I don't understand something.
What, Oogie?
I don't understand why I feel so good today. So sort of youthful.
Oogie, don't you know?
No.
It's spring.
We better walk a little faster, Judy, or we'll be late for school.
Do you want to know something, Oogie, dear?
Uh-huh.
I'm crazy about you.
You are? Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm crazy about you, too, Judy.
You want to know something else?
Sure.
See that man over there?
Yeah?
I'm crazy about him, too.
What? Who is he?
I don't know. I'm crazy about everyone today.
Oh, look at me. I'm not even jealous.
Oogie,
What, Judy?
wouldn't it be nice in the park today?
Yeah.
And just think, what it'd be like on the lake.
Yeah.
We could rent one of Anderson's canoes. Wouldn't it be dreamy?
Yeah.
Oogie.
No, Judy. No, don't even suggest it. Perish the thought.
Oogie.
No, we couldn't. Oh, I've never played hooky before in my entire life. Why, my father would have a fit, and my teacher. Ooh, I shudder to think what he'd say. Oh, no, Judy, it's out. I'm adamant. Absolutely adamant. Yeah, let's go.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Father.
Did you have a hard day, dear? Everything went wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry,
My
dear.
secretary mooning around the office. People late for appointments, if they showed up at all. What gets into people just because it happens to be a nice spring day?
Well,
Father, dear,
What is it, Judy?
would you mind signing this?
All right, honey, let me have it.
Here's the pen.
I tell you, what am I signing?
Oh, just a note.
Yeah, but what does
It's
it...
just a note, Father. Dear.
Let me see. Please excuse my daughter Judy for being absent yesterday. She had a touch of fever and we... Were you absent from school today?
Well, sort of.
Sort of. How can you be sort of absent?
she was there in spirit.
Yeah, you stay out of this. Well, Judy?
Well, Oogie and I, it was such a beautiful day, and well, it was such a beautiful day, and we...
Played hooky. Huh, Judy?
I guess you might call it that.
And now you want me to lie and say you had a touch of fever, huh?
Oh, it's not a lie, Father.
You mean you did have a touch of fever?
Uh-huh. Spring fever.
Young lady, what do you suppose would happen if I did what you did today? What if I should suddenly decide it's too nice a day to work?
Well...
What if I were as irresponsible about my job as you were about yours? Who do you think would pay for your clothes and food and an allowance?
Mother.
Mother? Where would she get the money?
From the alimony you'd be paying her.
Young man!
Melvin, dear, aren't you making this more important than it really is?
No, this is very important. A person has responsibilities in life. Mine is to earn a living. Judy's is to go to school. If everybody went around neglecting his responsibilities, what do you think would happen to civilization?
Yes, sir. Judy plays hooky and civilization goes to pot.
I'm sorry, Father. I won't do it again, I promise.
I should think so.
But won't you sign this note, please?
No, I will not sign that note, Judy.
What? But I can't go to school tomorrow without a note. I can't possibly. What'll I tell the teacher?
Tell her the truth.
But, Father...
Melvin.
No, let her take what's coming to her. And don't you sign the note either, Dora. Judy has got to learn about responsibility.
Oh...
Good morning, dear.
Good morning to you, love of my life.
What happened to you since last night?
Oh, I had a fine night's sleep. Feel like a million. Dora, isn't this the loveliest morning?
It was a lovely morning yesterday, too.
I know. I was pretty rough on Judy last night.
You certainly were.
Well, actually, I was right. But maybe I was a little too... Well, I'll be especially nice to her this morning.
Oh, she and Randolph have already left for school.
Oh. Well, I'll be especially nice to her this evening. How's about a little breakfast? Dreamboat?
Well...
Fine breakfast, Dora. Bye.
You say that every morning.
I know, but it was especially good this morning. Oh, I've had breakfast before, but never a breakfast like this. No, never a breakfast like this. Oh, the eggs were yellower, the ham was mellower, and I am a lucky fellower. Oh, what a day. I feel like a million, and I'm only 39. Hey, that's quite a joke, huh, Dora? You get it? I feel like a million, and I'm only 39.
Yes, Melvin, I get it. You ought to be on the stage.
Maybe you're right. I can see the marquee now. Love in the Morning, starring Lynn Fontanne and Melvin Foster. You know, it almost sounds like it belongs.
Almost. But do you know where Melvin Foster really belongs?
Huh?
In his office in 10 minutes.
Oh. Yeah. Well, off to work I go. Bye.
Bye, dear. Well, go on, Dora. Just don't stand there. Do the dishes. Who in the world? In a minute. Yes? Oh!
Dora,
Yes, dear?
it's a beautiful morning, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And it'll probably be a beautiful day, don't you think?
Oh, yes, it will.
Well, as long as we're in complete agreement,
Yes?
let's both take the day off.
Take the day. Oh, why, Melvin.
Sure. Come on, hurry up. Put your hat on and let's go.
But, Melvin, I couldn't. Why, the beds aren't made and the dishes aren't done. Why, I couldn't dream of it. It's the most ridiculous thing. Melvin, I don't need a hat. Let's go.
That's my girl.
Have you got what you'd call a sensitive stomach? Does careless eating, over-smoking, or nervous strain sometimes bring on acid indigestion with its heartburn and heaviness? Then you ought to try Tums. At the first hint of acid distress, slip 1 or 2 Tums in your mouth, the same as you would candy mints. Almost instantly, Tums neutralize the excess acid, bring you sweet, grateful relief. You see, you don't over-alkalize when you take Tums. You don't risk acid rebound. Tums contain no bicarbonate of soda. No water-soluble alkalis. Absolutely none. So never over-alkalize. Always neutralize excess acidity with Tums. Handy to take? Oh, you bet. No mixing or stirring, no water needed. Get yourself some Tums this very night. Then do as millions do. Night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums. Still only 10 cents a roll, 3-roll package a quarter, all drugstores. Ask for Tums. T-U-M-S. Tums for the tummy. And now, back to A Date with Judy.
Hi, Judy.
Oh, Randolph, I thought you'd never get here. Where have you been?
At Curly's. What's the matter?
I'm absolutely beside myself. Something terrible has happened. Mother has disappeared.
What?
I got home from school at 3:30. It's 5:30 now, and no sign of her.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, no? Well, look at the house. Breakfast dishes unwashed, beds not made. Mother wouldn't go out without doing those things first.
Well,
And another thing, there's nothing being prepared for dinner.
now I am worried.
What are we going to do?
Have you called Father at the office?
No, I didn't want to worry him. I was hoping Mother would get back.
Well, I think we ought to call him.
Yes, I guess so. What do you think happened?
I don't know. Maybe she eloped with Jimmy Stewart.
Oh, Randolph, how can... Hello? Miss Watson? Oh, this is Judy. May I speak to my father, please? What? Oh, really? Oh. Yeah, well, I see. Yes. Yes, all right, goodbye. Oh, Randolph.
What? What? Speak to me.
Father hasn't been in his office all day.
He hasn't.
No. Miss Watson is hysterical. She says the place is a madhouse. No one knows what to do. People have been calling all day to speak to Father, and she doesn't know what to tell them. Randolph, I just know something terrible has happened.
Well, maybe they just sort of... maybe they both went somewhere.
Father take the day off from work? Impossible. You heard what he said last night when he found out I neglected to go to school. About responsibility and all that.
Yeah.
Randolph, what... I'm going to call the police.
Oh, wait. Let's not do anything hasty. Let's leave the police out of this.
Why?
Well, what if Father absconded with the firm's money?
Randolph, how can you say that about Father?
No, I guess he wouldn't do a thing like that. Besides, it's his firm, so he'd be taking his own money. Go on, Judy. Call the police.
All right. It's the only thing to do.
What's the matter? Why'd you hang up?
Randolph, listen.
Huh? Well, at least we know Mother didn't elope.
Well, they
Mother,
do.
Father!
Yes,
They
what?
look familiar. Let's see. Oh, yes, I think this pretty girl is a daughter of ours.
Oh, really? How nice. Pleased to meet you, daughter of ours.
Well,
Judy, do you think yon parents are cracking up?
Your son, madame?
No, your son, sir.
Oh, pleased to meet you, my son, sir.
where were you?
Why, we were... Judy, what's the matter?
What is it?
We thought something had happened to you. The beds weren't made, and your secretary said you hadn't been in all day, and...
And there's nothing for dinner.
Oh, is that all?
Oh, we almost called the police.
Oh, really? Well, all I did was take the day off. We drove out into the country and...
What?
Well, it was such a nice day. Well, I just didn't feel like spending the day in a stuffy office.
No.
Yes, we had a wonderful time, didn't we, dear?
Wonderful. Well, I like that.
What are you so upset about?
What am I so upset about? Who has a better right? After what you said to me last night, for doing the exact same thing.
Oh.
Oh, it's right.
Well, it wasn't exactly the same thing. You see, well, it's different.
How?
Well, you,
What about civilization, Father?
Judy,
Yes, Father.
if you'll give me the note, I'll be glad to sign it.
You can't,
Why not?
because it's too late.
I don't understand.
I told them the truth about my being absent. And tomorrow morning, you have to go to see the principal about me. Do you realize what that means?
What does it mean?
It means a fate worse than death. That's what it means. I could get expelled. I'd never be able to hold my head up. And all because my own father, my own flesh and blood father, refused to show the slightest mercy to his own flesh and blood daughter.
But, honey...
You didn't, Father? You turned the other cheek. And then you went right out and did what you maligned me for.
But, Judy,
I'll die. That's what I'll do. Die dead. And it'll be all your fault.
Oogie, will you please tell my daughter Judy that this might not be as bad as she thinks?
Judy, your father says that this might not be as bad as you think.
You may tell Father, but in spite of what he says, I know that I'm marching to my doom.
Mr. Foster, Judy says...
I heard, Oogie.
Judy, nothing will happen. And, well, if you do get expelled, I'll leave school, too.
Oh, Oogie.
Oogie, do you really think...
No, they won't do that to Judy. Only...
Only what?
Oh, I was just thinking. Stinky Edwards cut school last week.
Yes, yes?
And they practically strung him up by his thumbs.
Oh.
But don't worry. Everything will be all right. Well, here's his office.
No, wait a minute.
Gee, Mr. Foster, you're pale.
Well, it's pretty warm. Judy,
Yes, Father?
couldn't you tell the principal... I mean, maybe it'd be better if I didn't... I mean, I have some pretty important business at the office, and I
No,
thought...
Father. Remember, if you'd have signed the note, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, yes, but...
And another thing, don't forget that you played hooky, too. So whatever he says about me is true of you.
Yes. What kind of man is this, Mr. Branston? Really?
Yeah, we call him Captain Bligh. Behind his back, of course.
I see.
Well, we might as well go in.
Well, I'd better get to my class. Good luck, Judy.
Thank you, Oogie. After you, Father.
Oh.
Oh, good morning, Judy.
Good morning, Miss Barry. This is my father.
Good morning, Mr. Foster.
Yes.
I'll tell Mr. Branston you're here.
No rush at all. If he's busy, we'll be glad to wait or come back some other time.
No, he's expecting you.
Oh. I don't feel so good.
What are you so nervous about?
Well, it just sort of reminds me of my own school days. I spent lots of time waiting in the principal's office. You don't get over something like that so quickly. Maybe ever.
Come in, Mr. Foster. Judy.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Branston, this is Mr. Foster, Judy's father. Mr. Foster, Mr. Branston.
Good day, Mr. Foster.
Good day, Mr. Branston.
Good morning, Miss Foster.
Good morning, Mr. Branston.
I presume, Mr. Foster, that you know why I asked your daughter to bring you to see me.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, indeed, sir.
Good. Have a seat, please.
Thank you, sir.
You may go back to your class now, Miss Foster. I want to speak to your father. And please remain there until I send for you.
Yes, Mr. Branston. Farewell, Father.
Goodbye, dear.
Mr. Foster, you realize, of course, the seriousness of your daughter's behavior.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Foster, the principal of a high school, is not addressed as Your Honor.
Oh, pardon me, Your Excellency.
Nor Your Excellency. My name is Branston, Franklin Branston. Mr. Branston will do nicely.
Yes, of course, Mr. Branston.
Thank you. Tell me, Mr. Foster, what would you do if you were in my position?
Well, Mr. Branston, do you know why Judy did what she did?
No.
Oh. Well, it was a fine spring day. A day very much like today. She came down to breakfast feeling like the world had just begun.
Judy, what happened? I couldn't do my geometry. I was so worried. What happened?
I don't know, Hooky.
What? What do you mean?
Well, we went into Mr. Branston's office, and he told me he wanted to speak to Father, and for me to go back to class, and he'd call me when he wanted me.
Well,
school's over for the day, and he hasn't called me yet.
He hasn't?
No.
But what about your father?
I don't know.
Judy.
What?
Well, you know how your father is, hot-tempered and all that.
Yes?
Do you think they had a fight?
Oh, Hooky.
Oh, maybe they didn't. Maybe they just pushed each other around a little.
Oh, Hooky. Come on, let's go to Mr. Branston's office and find out the worst. Excuse me, Miss Barry.
Yes, Judy?
I'd like to see Mr. Branston, please.
So would I.
What?
He left. In the middle of a very busy morning, he ups and leaves. I'm going crazy here.
What about my father?
He was with him.
He was?
I can't understand it. In the 12 years I've been Mr. Branston's secretary, he's left the office in the morning only once before. And that was when the building burned down. Something very serious must have happened.
Oh, Oogie.
Well, what did your father's secretary say?
She said Father hadn't been in his office all day. Hooky, what do you think could have happened?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Mr. Branston decided to take it up with the Board of Education.
Oh, no. This is the end, the final end.
Judy, please don't cry. Please don't.
I can't help it.
You still got me.
But I won't have a diploma. And what good is a woman without a diploma?
Well, almost as good as a woman with a diploma. Listen to me, Judy Foster. I'm taking matters in my own hands. I demand that you stop crying. You'll make yourself sick or something.
I'll try to. I don't want to be a crybaby.
Oh, that's better. You women sure need a man around to tell you what to do.
You're right, Oogie. And I've always known that you were a man.
Yeah. And I'm giving the orders.
No, we're going out to the lake and we're going to try and forget this crisis.
Oh, no, Hooky, I couldn't.
As I said before, I'm giving the orders around here. I'm going to rent a boat from Anderson's, and you're going to relax.
Oh, Hooky, you're so strong. I've never appreciated you so much before.
Well, I'm a man, and that's what men are for, to shoulder responsibility. Judy, if we're going to rent a boat from Mr. Anderson...
Yes, Hooky?
You got any money? Do you feel better now, Judy?
Oh, yes, Hooky. I've renewed my courage. I've made up my mind to face anything that's at all faceable.
Oh, that's swell.
But I wish I knew what happened in Mr. Branston's office. I wish I knew the verdict.
Oh, now don't cry again. Look, Judy. Look at the fish.
I bet it's a happy fish. It doesn't have to face what I do.
Well, it'd have to face a lot more if I'd have brought my fishing tackle. I wish I'd have thought of it. See, there's some guys fishing over there. If I had... Judy.
What is it, Hooky?
Look in that boat. Isn't that...
Yes, that's Father.
I'll be swizzled.
Hurry, Hooky.
Okay.
Father! Father, what happened?
What did Captain Bligh do? I said, what did Captain Bligh do?
Why don't you ask her?
Huh? Oh. Hello, Captain. Mr. Branston.
Mr. Branston.
Hello, children.
Mr. Branston. You're playing hooky.
Well, it was such a lovely day, and... yes, I guess I am.
Yes, he is.
Yes, we are. Of course, we're all doing a wrong thing, and we all deserve to be punished. Am I right, Mel?
Right as rain, Frankie.
What kind of punishment, Mr. Branston?
Well, I think your father and I will get our punishment when we see our secretaries.
Yes, sir.
But as for Oogie and yourself, what do you think, Mel?
Well, I think you ought to give him a choice, Frank.
What kind of a choice, Father?
Fish or cut bait?
Oh, John!
We'll hear more from the Fosters in a moment. Are you slipping up on sleep? Is lack of a good night's rest making you nervous and irritable? Well, one of the most common causes of sleepless nights is acid indigestion. But you know what to do for that. Take Tums. Tonight, before you slip into bed, just slip one or two pleasant-tasting Tums in your mouth. Almost instantly, Tums neutralize the excess acid, relieve annoying heartburn, soothe and settle your upset acid stomach, so you settle down for a good night's sleep. And Tums are as easy to take as candy mints. Tums require no mixing or stirring. You don't even need water. So do as millions of sleep-loving folks do. Night and day, at home or away, always keep Tums handy. Still only 10 cents a roll, 3-roll package a quarter, any drugstore. There are many imitations, but no substitutes for Tums. T-U-M-S. Genuine Tums for the tummy. And now, here are the Fosters again.
Oh, good morning, dear.
Why, Melvin, what are you doing up so early?
Dora, after what happened yesterday, I want to be at the office before anybody else.
Oh, I see.
Could I have my breakfast right away,
Why,
please?
of course, dear.
I beg of you. Has anybody seen my history book? I beg of you.
Oh, here it is, dear. You left it on the table.
Oh, thank goodness. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, dear. Aren't you up a little earlier than usual?
Well, after what happened yesterday, I want to be at school before anyone else.
Good idea, Judy.
Yes, very.
Could I have my breakfast right away, Mother?
Oh, of course, dear.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Randolph.
Good morning, dear.
Oh, well, Randolph, you're up with the birds, too.
Yeah. Say, what are you all doing up so early?
Oh, I just thought I'd get a little work done at the office before anybody else gets there.
And I want to do my history over again. At this point in my life, it is very important to impress my teacher.
Well, now, that's very interesting.
Why?
Because today's Saturday.
Judy is written by Lee Leslie and stars Louise Harrison as Judy and John Brown as father, Dick Davis as Randolph, and Myra Marsh as mother. Dick Crenna played Oogie. Music was composed and conducted by Hal Bourne. The program was produced and directed by Helen Mack. This is Ken Niles inviting you to be with us again next Tuesday at this time to keep your date with Judy. And remember, night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums. T-U-M-S.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.